expect the Bucs offense to be?
I expect them to be better because coming off a bye, you always have a chance to take a step back and look at what the offense has been able to do production-wise, weed out the bad, bring back in the good. This worked, these down and distances, we was better in these situations. And you have a chance, you have a full week to go back and look at everything. And then some things that you were good at will probably resurface. But, what I will expect the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to be is a better running football team when they come back. Take some of the pressure off Brady. It's a 4-game stretch. It's the fourth quarter of the season. Gain some momentum, get hot going into the playoffs if the playoffs is in the future for them. But they have to run the football efficiently, and I think they have to just take it out of Tom Brady's hands, and they got all the weapons and the guys around them. But, everybody has to come to grips on what needs to happen. The most important thing is making it to the postseason. Once you get there, it's 1-game season. Anything can happen. I expect the offense to look different, but I don't expect all the onus to be on Tom Brady moving forward.
Well, I just wanted, Alex had that read in, but Tom Brady had a limited offseason. Everybody had a limited offseason. Tom Brady's not the only.
But not everybody changed teams.
Well, Cam Newton did. Well. So we're going to make that so Cam Newton. So that's why Cam Newton is struggling, Mike Vick, because he had a limited offseason. They signed him in July. Was it July? Late June, maybe June. I believe the Bucs, the line in Fox Bet, I think 6.5. Do I believe they cover that? Yes, I do. Because I don't see the problems that, Skip, that would give Tom Brady problems, which is pressure the quarterback. And the Minnesota don't do that very well.
Fair point.
Bruce Arians also said Ronald Jones, Rojo, is going to get 20 touches.
We said it starts with him, and they've rushed the ball 28th most in the league. Really?
He already said, Rojo, Ronald Jones is going to get 20 touches today. Okay. So I don't know if he meant yesterday in practice or he means Sunday come game time. But the running game...
Wait a second. How about Byron Leftwich? They ask him, why don't you run play action? I don't know. You don't know? Well, if you don't, you call the plays, then whose fault is that?
Yeah, you probably should have gave a little better answer than that was.
Yeah.
But I think the running game would protect Tom Brady a lot better. Play action. Tom Brady is very good at play action, and it slows the pass rush down so they just don't tee off. Skip, if I know you're not going to even attempt to run the football, I'm attacking your quarterback. Mike, you understand that? Oh, y'all not going to run it at all, huh? So y'all just said, forget. Y'all don't even care about us. So I'm just going to come attack your quarterback. So I do believe, and that's what the bye week is all about. The bye week is going back and evaluating yourself. You don't look at so much of who our next opponent is. Mike and Gary, the coaches, they go back and evaluate us. This is what we did. We had too many plays out of this formation. That's why it wasn't as successful later as it was early on. So you go back, you look at what you did good, as Mike said, you look at what you did bad, you try to get those plays out of there, and we come back and says, guys, we got to recommit. We're going to run the football. We're going to stay committed to running the football. If we fall behind by 7, we're just not going to ask Tom to go back and throw it 45 times. Okay. We're going to continue to run the football, and I believe they'll do that.
So did Tom take the last 2 weeks and help coach the defense, which has given up the most passing yards over the last 4 weeks in the National Football League? Because Kirk Cousins has been on fire. I hate to say it, but he went from third to first Cousins over the last 4 weeks. They've won 5 out of 6 games, and he's thrown for 300-plus twice in a row.
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't think he'll throw for 300?
But you don't believe in him. You say you don't believe in Kirk Cousins.
You talk about against a weakness. Well, he's up against a weakness, right? Well, Tom's up against a team that doesn't rush the passer. He's up against a team that can't defend the pass. So I'm looking at shootout. So back to Alex's question. Look, Tom Brady had to start from nothing with a brand new team, new system that runs completely counter to everything he ever knew in New England. It is no risk it, no biscuit, bombs away, and he has tried to run exactly Bruce Arians' system for all these many weeks. Their bye week came late this year. So we're deep into December now, and they finally got 2 weeks off. Well, they tried at 6-2 when they were playing at the highest level to throw Antonio Brown into a mix that was working at the highest level. Well, what happened? Nothing great happened because we talked about the Cam experiment failing. I'm afraid the AB experiment has been failing in Tampa. I am fascinated to see what they come out of this break with AB in the mix. Is he in or out? Is he out of the rotation? He fell out of the rotation in the second half against Kansas City when they were at their best. So, to me, this is make it or break it for the Brady offense, for the Buccaneers. Because if they're the team that I think they can be, they have to win this game. If they lose to Minnesota at home, again, it's not that they'd be out of the playoffs. They're just out of contention, right? They'd be struggling just to scrape into the playoffs.
Right.
So this is it. And to answer the question, I do believe they will be much better than they were over the previous 3 home games.
Well, Skip, you're saying he's starting from scratch, but it's a lot easier to start from scratch when you got Mike Evans and Godwin and Braid and Gronk and Rojo, as opposed to starting from scratch with what Cam got. But like you said, if they can run the football and protect Brady, is that what teams are starting to do, Skip? And it started early in New Orleans game. What did they do? They hit him. First play of the game, Cam Jordan, boom. Now, you thought...
He hit him right in the face.
Oh, I don't know. I ain't see all that. I ain't see all that.
3 flags.
I ain't see all that. Okay. I ain't see all that. Okay. But what teams are starting to do, Mike, and you see, like, heat him up. He's one of the worst quarterbacks against pressure in all of football. And we normally would not say that about Tom Brady. But that's what we're saying now. And but the question is, are you willing to run the risk and put in your corners one-on-one on the island with Godwin, with Mike Evans, AB in the slot, and Gronk? Are you willing to run that risk? I believe you have to take that chance a couple of times a game just so you can put a hat. Because, Mike, you know, back when you and I played, they would knock your head off, not just in the first quarter, just so you know they was going to be there come third or fourth quarter, you might get that drop. So you come put the pressure on him and you hit Brady, make him pick himself up off the ground in the first and second quarter, just so he gets a little antsy, and he might throw one a little early come third or fourth quarter, and that might be the difference in your ball game. But you're going to have to sacrifice something because Minnesota doesn't generate pressure with just their 4 men front.
Well, I'm just glad Skip said it, man. This is it. This is it for Tom Brady and the Buccaneers, and obviously it starts with Tom and then the defense, and if the defense is going to play better, then the offense has to play better. There's been too many 3-and-outs over the last couple of weeks, leaving the defense out on the field, tired and exposed.
3-and-out? Hold on. 3-and-out? Who the 3-and-outs on, Mike? Who the quarterback at 3-and-out?
Example.
Is that Brady?
Who's the GOAT, Shannon? Who is it?
Yeah,
is it Mahomes boy? Is he already the GOAT?
Yeah, he go.
Yeah.
He the GOAT right now. He the GOAT right now.
Really?
Yeah, it's just been too many 3-and-outs, which led to a lot of bad things on defense. And opposing quarterbacks throwing for over 300 plus. If that happens, Kirk Cousins going to do the same thing.
So guess who Mahomes boy gets to play for? The man that this man, Michael Vick, just raved about, Andy Reid. Yeah. Guess who Brady now has to play for? That mad scientist down in Tampa. Yeah, so over these 2 weeks, I want to see if Brady asserted himself, because what does he do best? Play action. What else does he do best? Oh, he loves motion so he can identify man or zone. They do none of the above. What else does he love? He loves to run screen passes, set them up and just lay them down. They run no screen passes. So maybe over 2 weeks they said, maybe we should do this, that, and that.
Hey, Mike, you got to adapt.
Adapt.
You know what I like to do, Skip? I like to curse, but when I came on TV, they said, "Nah, you can't do that." So I had to adapt.
I'm glad for that.
Well, this should be a fun one to watch. Mike, thank you so much for joining us. And what's it fair for the